Hey Elonites, welcome to the Tesla space where we share the latest news, rumors, and insights into all things Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk. Tesla's expansion into China back in 2019 was a crucial factor in their year of record success that was 2020, and China will be just as important going into 2021 for Tesla to continue growing and beating expectations for vehicle production and capital gains. The launch of Giga Shanghai was a bold move for Tesla, their first ever production center outside of the United States. And remember, this was 2018 when the project was first announced. Tesla was a much more low-key operation back then. They were not selling very many cars and they were losing money pretty much every quarter. But they made the right move with their first international expansion because China is the hotbed for electric vehicles and there is a stupid amount of money up for grabs there. Recent numbers have shown that China alone accounts for 50% of global EV sales, and in just over 1 year of operation, Tesla has become the #1 electric vehicle manufacturer in that country, which is no small feat because China has over 400 registered EV companies. Seriously, over 400 companies, and they're not all even car companies. There are a bunch of Chinese organizations who have no previous experience with cars or even manufacturing that are just diving in headfirst to selling EVs. For example, the property developer Evergrande Group, again, property developer, unveiled their first lineup of EV models in August. It's like the Wild West out there or a gold rush. Everyone is piling in and hoping to make some bank. And Tesla's approach to operations in China has so far been very smart. They didn't just attempt to transplant an American factory into Shanghai. To gain the biggest foothold in the market, they chose to focus only on making and selling the Model 3, and they've been constantly adjusting the retail price of that car to make sure it remains in qualification for China's government subsidies that encourage citizens to purchase electric vehicles. The Gigafactory in China is designed to suit the market they are selling to, and Tesla is using Chinese engineers and technicians to run the place. They're sourcing Chinese materials and components that are not used in the American version of the Model 3, and this is very much a made-in-China Tesla. And so far, the strategy seems to be working out great. The Chinese people love Tesla, and Elon loves them right back. I mean, just look at him perform this bizarre striptease dance as thousands of Chinese Tesla employees, businessmen, and government officials cheer him on. If that's not a very special relationship, then I don't know what is. By the end of 2020, Tesla has managed to ramp up their production capacity for the Chinese Model 3 to the point where they are building around 20,000 cars per month at least. That number can probably still get up a little higher, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Starting in 2021, they are now building the Tesla Model Y in China as well, and much like the Model 3, this is a Chinese-specific variation of the vehicle. It's not the same as the Model Y in America. Actually, the Chinese cars are better. There are a couple of really nice features like the bioweapons defense mode, also known as a built-in HEPA filter, that are not yet found in the USA version. But the real story for the Tesla Model Y in China isn't the fancy air filter or the heated steering wheel. It's the overwhelming, ludicrous demand for these things. Clearly, the announcement of this crossover SUV was an event the Chinese car buyers had been waiting for, as Tesla was reportedly slammed with 100,000 orders for the Model Y in just the first half of the first day that it was made available. I don't know how legit that story is. That seems like way too many cars, but that's the word on the street, and within just a couple more days from that, they had sold out their entire first quarter availability for the car. If you're ordering a Model Y long range in China today, you won't be seeing it until April at least. The performance version is an even longer wait, pushed back to a Q3 delivery. These are some very impressive numbers, and it shows that demand for Tesla in the Asian market is not slowing down anytime soon. There are a couple of factors that would have helped up the hype for this product launch, one being the pent-up demand for this particular Tesla with the Model Y. Tesla are taking the strategy of only selling this car in markets where it is also being manufactured. That means until this new production line got up and running, the Model Y was a North American exclusive vehicle. So Asian customers have been waiting a year for this opportunity to buy. And the second factor that would have made this vehicle so popular is the last-minute price drop before launch. Tesla managed to shave about 30% off the price they had initially planned to sell the Model Y. This new price bracket actually allows them to undercut their competition, coming in at about 10% less money than equivalent Chinese model cars from BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. Tesla is feeling so confident about their strength in the Chinese market that they will be launching an all-new vehicle that is 100% designed by Tesla China. At the same event where Elon showed off his dance moves, he also spoke about his vision of the Chinese team designing and building their own Tesla product. All signs would point to this being the so-called $25,000 Tesla, which would basically be an electrified compact hatchback vehicle. It's the kind of car that would not only do well in China, but would sell incredibly well all over the world. A truly affordable Tesla, as long as it's actually good and they don't mess up the build quality. That could easily become one of the best-selling cars on the planet. Another factor that has been driving Tesla's success in China has been the scale and the speed that they have been able to introduce their Supercharger network. In just over 1 year of operation, Tesla has installed around 600 Supercharger stations all over China. They're able to build around 2 stations per day. This is a huge advantage because as much as the Chinese people love electric vehicles, there are several barriers to charging their vehicles in Chinese cities. As anyone who has even seen a Chinese city would know, most people live in a very small, dense housing situation. Unlike your average American, they do not have a whole lot of opportunity to have a personal garage or driveway to plug in their car every night. So charging on the go is a huge factor for the Chinese EV consumer. The major Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer NIO has taken this to the extreme by eliminating the need for charging entirely. Their cars are built with swappable batteries that allow you to just pull up to a station, trade out your dead battery for a full one, and get on your way. We're going to be doing a full video soon diving into everything that NIO is up to right now. They are a really fascinating company that is growing like crazy. So subscribe to this channel if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. Of course, we'd be at a loss if we didn't mention some of the challenges that Tesla are going to be facing in China over the coming years. They're doing very well, but this is a long game and it will not be smooth sailing the whole way. A big challenge will be the Chinese government and their rollback of electric vehicle subsidies. Much like in the United States, the government had in the past offered substantial rebates for purchasing electric vehicles, but have been steadily rolling back those supports. Like we said before, Tesla had to drop the price of their entry-level Model 3 just to keep that car in the bracket to receive a government discount of about 20,000 yuan or around $3,000 US. These subsidies from the Chinese government were set to end completely in 2020, but thanks to the impact of coronavirus, the program will be extended into 2022. But the support really won't be very much of a factor going forward. The Chinese government has said they intend to phase out support so that weaker EV companies will be weeded out and fail, which is fair because like 400 is obviously too many. But even with most of those gone over the next couple years, there will still be some very legit competition coming from within China that Tesla will need to be very mindful of. There is so much going on with the EV market in China right now. There's no way we could cover everything in just one video. So stay tuned and we'll come back to this topic again in the future. If you want to continue to learn about everything regarding Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk, we've got 2 more video options for you on the screen to check out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it and subscribe to our channel for weekly content just like this.